Danny Trejo, Spanish, born May 16, 1944, is an American actor. He has appeared in films including Desperado, Heat, and the From Dusk Till Dawn film series. He is also known for portraying the character Machete, who was created by his frequent collaborator and second cousin Robert Rodriguez for the Spy Kids series and later starred in a film of the same name. Trejo's film career began in 1985 when he accidentally landed in the American indie film Runaway Train, where he played the role of a boxer for a daily fee of $320. He has amassed more than 450 credits and starred in a multitude of other films, including Madness in the Method, Desperado, From Dusk Till Dawn, Con Air, From Dusk Till Dawn 2, Texas Blood Money, From Dusk Till Dawn 3, The Hangman's Daughter, Reindeer Games, Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, and Grindhouse. Trejo was born on May 16, 1944, on Temple Street in the Echo Park neighborhood of Los Angeles, California, to Mexican-American parents. He is the son of Dolores Rivera King and Dionisio Dan Trejo, 1922 to 1981, a construction worker. Trejo was the result of an extramarital affair. Dolores's husband was away fighting in World War II. His parents met at a dance hall in Highland Park, Los Angeles in 1943. He had a maternal half-sister, Diane, but saw neither her nor Dolores from 1949 until 1965. His father banned his mother from seeing him after Trejo sprained his arm in her care. Trejo was often abused by his father. Shortly after his birth, Trejo and his family briefly lived in San Antonio, Texas. They fled Los Angeles because Dionisio was wanted by police for stabbing another man. After a year, they returned to Los Angeles and Trejo's father turned himself in. By 1949, Trejo shared a room with his cousins at their grandmother's house. His stepmother was Alice Mendies, his only source of comfort when he lived with his father. Trejo was using marijuana, heroin, and cocaine by ages 8, 12, and 18, respectively. Trejo's uncle Gilbert introduced him to all three and was responsible for Trejo overdosing on his first heroin fix. When he was 13, he moved to the diverse neighborhood of Pacoima, Los Angeles, where he said he did not experience racism growing up. Years later, he purchased his childhood home and often lived in it. At age 7, Trejo participated in his first drug deal. He was first arrested at the age of 10 but experienced his first incarceration at Eastlake Juvenile Hall in 1956. Throughout the 1960s, Trejo's life consisted predominantly of intermittent jail stints in the California prison system. The accounts of his prison chronology, though, are notably conflicting. By one account, his final term in custody is said to have ended in 1972. However, Trejo did time in various juvenile offenders camps, including 3 years at Camp Glen Rocky, San Dimas, for maiming a sailor, stabbing him in the face with broken glass, followed by numerous California prisons between 1959 and 1969. I was in San Quentin, Folsom, Soledad, Vacaville, Susanville, Sierra. While doing a stint in Los Angeles County Jail in 1961, he met Charles Manson, whom he described as a dirty, greasy, scrawny white boy who was allegedly a talented hypnotist. Trejo arrived at San Quentin State Prison in 1966, and his heroin use was exacerbated shortly thereafter. He was a debt collector and drug dealer, often participating in or witnessing acts of serious violence, including murder. Simultaneously, while imprisoned, Trejo focused on boxing and became a champion in San Quentin's lightweight and welterweight divisions. Regarding himself, Trejo has suggested his physical appearance contributed to his constantly getting into trouble. In 1968, a prison riot broke out during Cinco de Mayo at Soledad. From that fracas, Trejo ended up in solitary confinement, facing capital charges and, potentially, the death penalty after hitting a guard with a rock. While in solitary, Trejo found faith and became a member of a 12-step program, having first attended one, by accident, aged 15. He successfully overcame his drug addictions, recalling in 2011 that he had been sober for the previous 42 years. Also while incarcerated, he earned his high school diploma. In July 1969, Trejo was released from custody for the final time and returned to Pacoima, Los Angeles, having served 5 years of a 10-year prison sentence. Prior to his film career, Trejo worked as a labor foreman for developer Solpic and contributed toward the construction of the Cinerama Dome. He was also a gardener, salesperson, part owner of a lawn care company, and became a substance abuse counselor since 1973. Trejo is mentioned in Charlie Higson's novel, The Fear. Trejo was a contributor to the book Prison Ramen, Recipes and Stories from Behind Bars. He's also mentioned in Edward Bunker's prison autobiography Education of a Felon, titled Mr. Blue in England, calling him the Rona Barrett of San Quentin because Danny knew all the gossip. In 2020, he published a cookbook titled Trejo's Tacos, Recipes and Stories from LA, sharing recipes and stories from his life. In 2021, Trejo published his memoir Trejo, My Life of Crime, Redemption, and Hollywood, co-written with his longtime friend Donald Logue. The book debuted at number 4 on the New York Times nonfiction bestseller list for the week ending July 10, 2021. Trejo has been married and divorced 4 times and has 3 children. In 1962, following his release from youth training school, reputedly one of California's most notorious juvenile prisons, he met his first wife, Laura. Her parents did not approve of their relationship, and they were married in the backyard of Trejo's family home. Trejo believes his drug use and criminal lifestyle contributed to their marriage's demise. Laura filed for divorce during his second confinement at youth training school. He was married to Debbie from 1971 to 1975 and to Joanne from 1975 to 1978. Trejo has 3 children: Danny, born in 1981, actor and director Gilbert, born in 1988, and actress Danielle, born in 1990. His eldest child, nicknamed Danny Boy, is from a relationship with Diana Walton. They were together from 1978 to 1983. His latter 2 children are from a relationship with Maeve Cromie. They were together from 1986 to 1997, and he has also helped her raise her 2 sons from a subsequent relationship. In 1997, he married Debbie Shreve. They separated in 2005, and he filed for divorce in 2009. Trejo is a Democrat. His second cousin is filmmaker Robert Rodriguez, though the two were unaware they were related until the filming of Desperado. Trejo battled liver cancer in 2010. In 2011, he moved to the San Fernando Valley to be closer to his mother after she sustained a knee injury. She died in 2013. Prior to this, he lived in Venice, a neighborhood of Los Angeles, California. In August 2019, he witnessed a car colliding with an SUV at an intersection and helped extract a 5-year-old trapped in a child safety seat inside the overturned SUV. In reference to the incident, he was quoted saying, "Everything good that has happened to me has happened as a direct result of helping someone else." Everything. Trejo is characterized in his acting roles by his distinctive appearance, in addition to his heavily lined face, scarred from cystic acne and boxing brawls, and the long hair often in a ponytail and full mustache that he usually sports. He also displays, for many roles, a large tattoo on his chest, depicting a woman, a chara wearing a sombrero. Trejo is a passionate fan of the Los Angeles Rams dating back well into their original tenure in Los Angeles. Trejo claims that as a child he used to sneak through the security fences at the LA Coliseum to watch Rams games. He frequently attends games and the team's training camps. During the filming of Blood In, Blood Out at San Quentin, Trejo met Mario Castillo, a prisoner in the midst of drug addiction. Trejo helped him overcome his addiction, and they became good friends upon Castillo's release from prison. They have since spoken together at both juvenile detention centers and recovery centers across California.